Hey.
Hey.
I want to be a Z fighter.
I mean, you probably can be.
Well, I know that. Why? Why do I know that?
Because you are a mentally unstable otaku.
Oh my gosh. What are we talking about today?
We are talking about Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider.
This show it's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's so awesome. It's funny. This is one of those that, like, I didn't know anything going into it.
No.
And, like, I had just seen, like, people talk about it online.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we should get to this. People are watching it. And, man, this show is crazy. It is so nuts in, like, the best possible way. It is, like... You don't know what's gonna happen next. It is so weird, but in like a good way, like season 1 of One Punch Man kind of way.
Yeah,
like it just feels good.
Yeah, well, and it's a really funny thing because it actually is a spin-off of the old Kamen Rider series.
Yeah.
So it is interconnected with that, but like our main characters are all humans.
Yes.
Like they are not Kamen Rider.
No, not at all.
Because Kamen Rider was a show.
Yeah.
And in their universe, Kamen Rider was a show.
Yes, exactly. I think what's cool about it is that we can really enjoy it because it's crazy and we get enough of the Kamen Rider thing to like really appreciate it. But if, like, someone our age in Japan was watching it, they'd have an extra level of love for it.
Absolutely.
Because it's really funny. So I'd heard of Kamen Rider before, and, you know, we know, of course, Moomin Rider from One Punch Man. But it wasn't until I watched the show and did research that I realized, like, how big of a deal Kamen Rider is in Japan.
For sure.
I mean, they pretty much have had a series go from 1971 to like now in one way or another. I mean, you know, it would have gaps here and there. It's funny. To me, it kind of reminded me of like maybe like Doctor Who a little bit or something, you know, for the UK. And it's like, it has just been this consistent thing in Japanese television forever.
Absolutely.
And so with that, it makes sense that all these characters are obsessed with Kamen Rider.
Sure. But they're obsessed in this weird way where, like, you know, again, they know it's a show.
Yeah.
But they kind of lean to that unstable point where they are like, they also sort of believe it's real, but not really, but sort of.
Well, let's get into it. Let's talk about, like, the characters real quick.
Okay.
So, this show stars this character named Tojima, and he is a character that ever since he was a little boy, he loved the 1971 show Kamen Rider.
Yeah, he's like 40-something now.
He's 40 now. He is a construction worker. He's single, but he also has monstrous strength. Yeah. In the very first episode, he's punching a tree, and then a bear shows up to attack him, and he, like, throws the bear with like a judo throw.
Yeah, we get the bear's inner monologue, and it's amazing.
Yeah, and so you get this whole thing with this guy. It's kind of sad. It's this guy who's sort of like is in Arrested Development. There's this really cool flashback where he's in high school where he fights a gang, and he's awesome because he's got superhuman strength. But it really is dealing with this guy who kind of does have psychological issues. It's funny. I feel like there is an aspect of this show that is very much about otakus, kind of has maybe a neat thing too, and it's like, and it is, but at the same,
it's also got this sort of wish fulfillment thing
of
that, but not in the way you'd expect.
Yeah. So the first episode ends with these gangsters pretending to be shockers, which are the combatants from Kamen Rider, and he happens to be at a carnival, and there's a Kamen Rider mask, and he puts it on, and he becomes for the first time Kamen Rider, and it's really funny because he's so like overjoyed that he's crying, and so much.
But he's also like, again, this is where the sort of mentally unstable thing happens where he puts on the mask, but he's doing the whole little like posing transform and he's literally putting elastic band behind his head for the mask and like he feels like he's actually transforming, becoming Kamen Rider, but he's not. He's a dude in his normal clothes with a silly kid's mask on. Yeah, and it's a whole funny thing because we meet another mentally unstable otaku who, she's very upset that Tojima had taken out the Shocker robbers that had been going around. And so the next time a robbery happens, the two of them sort of meet up at this robbery with the fake Shocker guys, and she just punches him because, like, how dare he take the glory of it? But she's also obsessed with Kamen Rider, but a different one.
And I don't even think that he took the glory. It's that he is not cosplaying correctly.
That's true.
He's using this cheap mask, and she is in like a full tackle costume. Yeah. The show takes a turn, right? So after the first episode, we're like, oh, this is about mentally unstable adults. Yeah. Vigilantes. I was like, oh, this is like Kick-Ass, right? But then...
So... the fake ones are there, but then all of a sudden a guy comes out who is an actual member of Shocker, which means Shocker is real.
Yes.
In this world where Kamen Rider was just a TV show.
Yeah.
So we don't know if Kamen Rider was ever real, but the Shocker guys certainly are.
And that's what really makes this show brilliant. There are a few things that we've seen that are similar in this.
Galaxy Quest, where
that's a good comment.
Yeah, where like they were actors on a TV show, and it's like, oh, aliens. Sure, they could be real, but they're not. Yeah. And then aliens come and abduct them, and it's like, so they get thrown into the situation.
It is an official spin-off of Kamen Rider, this show. It's from a manga from 2018.
Yeah.
The people, they are crazy because they have always wanted to be these characters, and they're adults now, but also they happen to be weirdly correct that Shocker actually exists, and they're now rising to the occasion of fighting them. And I also think another really interesting thing is, we meet these other characters that are also happen to be obsessed with Kamen Rider. Yeah. And what's neat is like each one is obsessed with a different character and also their different ages. Yeah. It's almost like what I brought up before. It's like Doctor Who. Yeah. It's like, well, this is your favorite Doctor Who because you were 8 when this one was, but then someone 10 years younger than you, they would be obsessed with this Doctor. Yeah. And it's really dope. It's not everyone like jockeying to be Kamen Rider 1. Yeah. But also it does this weird thing where like if you're in Japan and you'll have a favorite Kamen Rider based on your age. And so like I don't know, I just think it's like it's so well thought out.
Yeah. I also like that all the characters, because they do meet, like you said, a few more of these guys that were obsessed with Kamen Rider. Yeah. But all of them, their whole little group, like you mentioned, Tojima has sort of superhuman strength, but not because he's just superhuman. Yeah. It's because he trained all the time. He's not really a great fighter because he doesn't know any fighting styles, but he's absurdly strong because he trained so hard. And then the girl, she's like also super strong. She's training every day. She learned, martial arts. And then these other guys, they also have like fight training, so they're super stupid strong. Yeah. They are good fighters. And they dress up, and it's bizarre, and I don't understand, and I love every moment of it.
Yeah, and it also, I totally agree, and it also does that thing, too, where it's got that vibe, I mentioned One Punch Man earlier, it does have that vibe, but it almost, in a way, also has sort of the vibe of, like, either a Dragon Ball Z, or, like, even almost Demon Slayer, where, like, there is humor, there's action, but then there's moments of like real darkness and scariness.
Yeah. I like the animation style. Yes. It's really nice. It's got this sort of mix of sort of old school feel with clean new stuff. So it's just really nice looking.
Yeah, the animation studio is Leiden Films. They do like Tokyo Revengers, and also one of our favorite shows from this year,
Detectives these days are crazy.
Love it. And and it's a really cool style. It's very unique and very cool. But yeah, I think what I love about this show is that I think it's really, really holistically interesting. I think the fact that us as Americans who didn't know much about Kamen Rider can still fully understand everything that's going on and can still appreciate it and learn about Kamen Rider, while also me knowing that people in Japan are going to get even more out of it because they actually are very familiar with this. And especially people from all different age groups, you know, because like Tojima's 40, two brothers, I think one is 30 and one's like 25 maybe. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of guessing.
The teacher is mid-20s.
Teacher's like 22, 23, yeah.
she's 24, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, they're all kind of slightly different ages.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool. Also, there's this awesome Yakuza character who always wanted to be in Shocker.
Yeah.
And he's very cool. He's very much a beast. And I really like him. So we've seen 8 episodes of it. It is really, really fun.
It is.
Totally worth watching. Okay, guys. Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider is on Crunchyroll. We highly recommend it. You should check it out. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below if there was one story that you wish was actually real. Is it like the androids from Dragon Ball Z? Is it like, I mean, honestly, I can't really think of any.
No.
But it seems like a good question.
Yeah, I mean, but they wouldn't really be fun things. They'd be like destroying things.
I guess you'd want to be one of the people. Do you want to be one of the Hashira? Do you want to be one of the Straw Hats? Do you want to be one of the Z Fighters?
Sure.
You know, any of these could work.
I guess.
Do you want to be the very best?
Ooh.
Do you want to be a Pokemon trainer? Let us know in the comments down below.
Force cute animals to fight.
Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, I mean, technically you could do that in real life. But the law would frown upon that. We wouldn't like that either. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.